With the new spring upon us, I thought I would create a tutorial on how to create a store. Teespring have now become Spring, and they pride themselves in the fact that you can now create a custom store with a custom domain, and you have pretty much full control over that store. But the question is, do you actually have full control over that store? And that's what we're going to be doing in this video. We're going to be creating a store, seeing what we can really do with a store, and connecting a domain to that store, and then talking a bit about traffic to the store. So before we get started, please don't forget to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It does wonders. And you know what, we haven't done this in a while, but let's see if this video can get to 500 likes in the next 24 hours. I don't know. Either way, let's just get right into the video. Okay, so to get started, we're going to be using the same store niche that I have used for Shopify and Etsy, my pug scene store. And the reason for that is I really want to build that up to something big. And one of the ways to do that is to launch it on many different platforms to kind of spread yourself around and try and get sales from many avenues. So I'm just going to use the same t-shirts, the same branding and all that kind of stuff for my Teespring store. Now the process is quite straightforward in creating a store, and that's if it works. I've actually tried already, and some areas I had issues with, and I feel like that was because it's Teespring, but who knows? We're gonna find out. So first things first, let's go to Teespring. We need to log in. If you don't have an account, you just have to quickly create an account. It's very easy. Now, what we want to do first is actually just upload one design, okay? Before we even go to create a store, we need to just quickly upload that design. So let's click Start Designing and upload that one design. Now, if you've already got a design, you can just skip. I'll put a timestamp here to when I actually start creating the store, but you can just skip straight to that. For me, I need to actually upload a t-shirt. So let's go to t-shirt, let's add an image, make this really quick and easy. Okay, I'm just gonna add this pug surfing one because it really doesn't matter which one I add. I'm not selling this at the moment. I'm going to add proper products when I do this. So once I've done that, I need to then just go through, choose the colors, choose the price. Let's make it a bit cheaper. Still decent profit, I think. Click continue. Choose what it's going to be on. So for now, I'm just going to put it on a hoodie as well. Let's click continue. Surfing pug. Now, usually I'd add a lot more SEO, a lot more keywords, I'd do a lot more research into this, but we're just adding a product here so we can create our store. Publish listing, okay, done. Listing is now done. We can now go and create our store. So in order to do that, we need to go over here onto the left-hand side and click stores. And you can see I've got nothing here, right? And then I need to just click get started. And this will allow me to name the store. So we're gonna name the store the pug scene, right? That's gonna go with everything else that's going on. I want my niche to be congruent across all platforms. And now we need to add our first product or create a product. So let's just add our product that we've got here. Add a product, here we go. Surfing pug, add. We now have two products added to our store. Okay, there you go. It looks pretty good. Now, when you're looking at this, it still looks like a classic Teespring store. We want to make this look really, really good. So let's edit the header first. Where's my logo? Here's my logo. Okay, and then banner. This is what I need to add, a banner. So the banner is going to be this. Can I move it around? I cannot move it around. It says the ideal banner size is 1,600 by 200 pixels. Okay, so obviously I just added the banner that I put on my Shopify store. I would edit this and make it slightly better so that the pixels are, you know, the right dimensions. Click save. So far, it's pretty cool. You then can add the product, which we've done. We added our products. Let's click done. We then have the about. So we want to tell our whole story. So if you love pugs. Okay, you now have your website. So you can actually link to your website. So if I do, funnily enough, thepugscene.com, that's linking to my Shopify site. Very interesting. I can also link to YouTube because one thing Teespring have become, or Spring have become, is very much a platform for influencers, social media presence people, which is why they have all of these things here. But for now, we're just gonna click save. And now we have the settings. So You got the name of our URL, so Teespring /stores / the pug scene 2. Now we can change this to a custom domain. We're going to cover that in a second. Enable product categories on, enable cross-selling on, delete store, no. Right, so click save. Now what I do want to do is actually create categories. I don't know how possible that is. Again, this is the first time I'm seeing this, right? I'm just wanted to create a very simple walkthrough of the store, but if I'm being honest, I'm not very impressed. It looks really basic. I'm getting this loading store a lot, which isn't instilling much confidence in me. If I click go to store, we can have a look at what the store looks like. I mean, report this store and its designs. I like that. Oh no, I don't actually want to do that though, but I like that. It looks a bit like the stores used to look like, if I'm being completely honest. Not much has changed. I mean, you've got a bit more customization, but that is about it. Let's see if we can add a custom domain, because that is what's going to make this truly different to what it used to be. So let's just go back to dashboard, because I can't seem to load anything else on here. And that is pretty much how you create a store. And it looks just like it used to be. We want to add a custom domain. Now, I have no idea where to add that. So I actually went to the blog post, create a custom domain, to figure out how to do it, because it's actually quite confusing. So I click Spring Dashboard, and this will take you to the dashboard where you can upload a custom domain. Right, and I'll put this link in the description for you. Just if I forget, let me know in the comments. But what you want to do is, you've got here, this is my store, right? And now I need to either connect a domain or purchase a domain. Now I do have the pugscene.com domain, but I'm not going to take that away from Shopify. So I'm going to just purchase a new domain. So what I would do is I would click GoDaddy. At the moment, it doesn't look like you can purchase through Teespring or through Spring. They do want to add that feature, but for now you have to do it through GoDaddy. So if I write the pug scene clothing, wait, I wrote the pug scene L clothing. Hang on, let me get rid of the L. Right, so let's search for that. The pugsceneclothing.co.uk is 1p. If I add it to the cart, right, and I go to my cart, this is how, by the way, you would create a domain, connect it, right? So let me just do no thanks. I'm actually going to buy this so that you can see how the process works. So keep watching, please keep watching, just because this is costing money. Anyways, this is costing me £5. All right, let's click checkout. Oh, should we see if I can apply any awards? I use Honey for that. This video is not sponsored by Honey. But anyways, moving on. Let's click checkout. Let me quickly sign in. Right, all I need to do now is click complete purchase. I can't believe I'm actually buying this domain. This is such a waste of money. Let me just make sure it's actually right. The pug scene No, that says the pug scene Cothing. The pug scene Cothing. That would have been annoying. Let me just quickly change that. Okay, $5.99, the pugsceneclothing.co.uk. I've actually got it right this time. Let's click complete purchase and see what happens. I've never done this before and linked it to Teespring or Spring. So this is going to be quite interesting to see how it links back. Will it take us directly to Spring? I'm not quite sure. Let's have a look. So we've bought the website now. Now, with this portion of the video, I want to actually connect the domain. So we've just gone through and bought a domain from GoDaddy, and you would think this process should be simple. This is a print-on-demand website. It needs to be simple, but I'm going to be honest with you. This video has been half an hour of me going through all of the settings, trying to figure it out with support, all these kind of different things, and Teespring is an absolute joke when it comes to this. This is so annoying. So I've gone over here to connecting an existing domain to get some, it's like a help thing. This is an outdated thing, right? They're talking about Teespring here. Is it not Spring anymore? I don't know. Anyways, they say that you have to contact your account manager and let them know you've purchased your domain name and you've changed the DNS settings. But what if you don't have an account manager? What do you do? It doesn't give you any other option. You just have to contact your account manager. It's very frustrating when a website that should be simple and everyone else can do it, they can't seem to do it. Shopify, Squarespace, Zyro, WooCommerce, they all can do it. They can all connect a GoDaddy domain like that with a click of a button, and it connects all on its own. It goes in and it adds the name servers and the DNS and the whatever. Here you've got to literally go in, figure out this mess. Right, well, some people can do it, but a lot of people can't. But you've got to go in, you've got to figure out this mess, you've got to change the CNAME, there's an error processing your request. It's just an absolute mess. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to contact support and tell them that their site is absolute shite and why haven't they made it more simple, and hopefully they'll actually tell me how to properly do this, because I've done every step that they've told me to do and it still hasn't worked. And the annoying thing is, this isn't the first time I've connected a domain like this. I've connected tons of domains to WordPress sites and using different HostGator and all these other platforms. So I've worked with DNS records and stuff, but for some reason it doesn't want to work with Teespring. Now, for me, I think that's Teespring's fault, because it's worked plenty of times in the past when I've done it through GoDaddy and somewhere else. So I don't know, but either way, that is how you would buy a domain and then connect a domain to your website. You literally have to purchase and then click connect, and then you go here and you edit the domain records. You've got to edit the CNAME and the A, and you've got to edit it to this, right? And then you should be good to go. In theory, you should be good to go. Now that the store is all done, and we just did that on the computer, we have to start running traffic to it. And this is what baffles me. The base cost of a t-shirt is $10.57. And on top of that, because Teespring aren't, getting you any sales with organic traffic, you have to send traffic yourself, whether it's through an existing audience on YouTube or Instagram, on Facebook or wherever, or if it's through paid ads on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, again, whatever, right? Either way, you've got two options. Option one, paid traffic. Option two, free traffic. Now, if the option you're going to go down is paid traffic, it baffles me why anyone would use Teespring, because if you think about it, they are in direct competition with Shopify, except they're not really. Because with Teespring, you can't really message your buyers, you can't really send cart abandonment pings and all these kind of things. You don't really have any of the customers' details. Now, you can message, by the way, you can message customers, but it's rubbish. What you can do is you can message up to 3 times for customers of a specific t-shirt. And it shows up like this in the message tab, and I've done it in the past. It's really very, very bad. It's not anything to phone home about, really. So with Teespring being in direct competition with platforms like Shopify, or maybe even your own website, Squarespace or Xero, whatever platform you decide you want to use, why would anyone use Teespring when it's still a bit expensive? I mean, it's not crazy expensive. It's a couple of dollars more than Printful. But the point is, it's still a bit expensive, and the fact that you're not getting that much information about your customer, I mean, that's the most valuable part. Getting the sale isn't the valuable part of building this business. The valuable part is building a huge customer base that you can then email and promote to and send other t-shirts and send offers to and build a brand, basically, and that's what you want to do. And I feel like that's going to be very hard doing that with Teespring when you have to send traffic to Teespring. So I've made this store more to create a tutorial and show you how to do it. Will I send traffic to this store? Probably not. I am going to test it with maybe a bit of Facebook ads and some free traffic, but truth be told, if I'm going to spend money on traffic, I'd rather send them to Shopify where there's reviews, I can get the customer's details, I can get them to sign up for a newsletter or something. There's just so much more I can do. The main benefit to creating a Spring custom store is that it's free. With Shopify and other platforms, your own website, you're going to have to pay, which is, annoying. However, with Teespring or Spring, whatever you want to call it, you still have to pay for your custom domain. That isn't free, and that can be around $10 per year, which isn't really a big deal. But the way I look at it is if I can get just 4 sales, or around 3 to 4 sales a month, that covers the cost of Shopify for me. And if I can get around 5 sales, that covers the cost of Shopify and an app like a cart abandonment app or a review app like Looks. So when I think of it, if I'm going to be running this business and spending time on this business, if I can't get 5 sales a month, then it's not worth it to be doing this, right? I want to focus my time on what's making the most amount of money and what I'm enjoying the most. So that's the way I see it, right? If I'm going to be getting sales from it anyways, I may as well start building up my own brand. It just makes sense to me, and that will cover the cost of having Shopify. But if you don't want to spend any money, you just want to upload to a store, I totally understand that, and that is why I made this video. So what do you think? Will you focus on Teespring, or will you kind of focus on a platform that does the traffic for you, like Redbubble or Etsy or Amazon? What will you do? Let me know in the comments down below. Will you just completely forget about Teespring? Whatever you answer is totally okay. Let me know in the comments down below.